What's Jezebel think, huh? Kevin, good morning. Oh, yeah. Little Jezebel, you're a sweetheart. Yeah. Take some pictures of you, make you famous. How's it going, everybody? We're without power here, got no internet, got no TV, because that all runs through the, well, I guess we could watch TV, but anyway, thought we'd make some homemade ice cream, something to do. So we start off here with 1 quart of heavy cream. This is the recipe that I've used ever since I was a kid. It's real simple. We put in 1 quart of cream. I gotta get 1 quart of milk too. And I'm bad breaking eggs, so I do them into a dish first. Just because I don't want to have crunchy ice cream. And sometimes it happens, you know. But if you put them in a big bowl with the cream, then you can't see if you have a frig up. So it takes a whole half dozen eggs, and I'm going to tell you, you should bring it up to about 160 degrees or so after you mix it all up before you freeze it. But we don't, never have. But it broke an egg. We won't use that one since it was broke. We'll get another one, because you want to make darn sure they're good eggs. Yeah, we just need 1 more egg. Break that one for the dog. So, anyway, yeah, that was good. So once you get your eggs all in and you start that going, we'll put in 2 cups of sugar. And it doesn't have to be real accurate, just, you know, a couple cups. And then 2 tablespoons of vanilla. Now we use real vanilla, so 2 tablespoons of real vanilla is plenty. If you use the imitation stuff, I'm going to tell you right now, you're probably going to use maybe up to 4 to get the flavor. But, of course, the best measure you got right here for your milk. Just open that up. We'll get 1 quart of milk. Put that in there. And that should show that thing there. That should be filled out. Just want to make darn sure all the eggs are broke, you know. Which I would say they probably are. Always got to taste it, just make sure it's all right. That's good stuff. And we take it and you put it into the churn. Okay, we'll set that there. Pick up all my mess here real quick. We want to give that to the dog, or
Mm.
we've got a dish right here. She won't mind it, but I wouldn't dare to put it in ice cream. There, old girl. We'll see if old Jazzy likes this. Yeah? Yeah, she'll like that anyway. Clean up a little bit here real quick. Well, she's eating that. Messy everywhere. Oh yeah, we'll do a better cleaning later. So anyway, once you get it in your churn, it's a simple matter of putting your top on. Down like that. And I'm gonna go get some ice real quick. Well, we went and put the ice in, and the whole secret to this is a little over a pound of rock salt. I got it by the 5-gallon pail out back. What we use in the winter time on the ice if we need to. And this will work its way down through. And that'll bring that brine down to about 10 to 12 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is for Celsius people. And this works better if you put a brine on it. We'll put a little bit of water in there. Don't have to fill them right up, but if you put the cold water to it till you can usually see it, it'll make ice cream a lot better. And the best thing, of course, to make ice cream with is snow. It'll freeze it about twice as fast. But yeah, we had snow this morning, but not enough to mount to anything. And yeah, we're starting to get up there. I can see it. That's enough to get a start, I guess. That crank's a lot easier now. It's got some water in it. It's kind of a mess when you get started. The snow wouldn't do that. This is what the problem with this ice, but it'll still freeze it. But anyway, this is about a half-hour job, so we're going to shut you off. Did it stop? Well, it's been right at 15 minutes, and you can see the ice is quite a bit smaller. You know, it's in a good brine now, which is what you want, and gives you good surface contact. And I don't know if you can see that, but there's ice there. So anyway, if we're making ice on the outside, we're starting to make it on the inside. So I'm going to shut you off again because you don't want to sit here and watch this boring thing go around. But basically, we're cranking a set of gears in there. The drum turns to the right and the paddles turn to the left on the inside. So there's a lot more action there than what you think there is. Anyway, slow process. It'll be at least a half hour. I'll check with you when it's getting close to being done. Now this is another 15 minutes gone by. You can see now we're really making some ice. not much humidity here in the springtime. It's cold out. We got wood stoves going. So if this was in the summertime, that white would be probably almost a 1/16 of an inch thick. It'd be quite thick. But the ice is still holding up all right. She's almost cranking hard enough, but you've got to have 2 hands on it to do it. It's kind of wanting to wobble around a little bit. So we're getting close. It's probably going to be another 10 or 15 minutes. And Carol's got the bowl ready and the plate for the dasher to set on, which I'll usually relieve her of that as soon as possible. I like to clean that up. Too bad to waste it. And so anyway, yeah, we're doing good. We're just hitting the half-hour mark right now. So we'll be back. Talk to you in a minute. Get it shut off now. Well, it's been only another 5 minutes, but it was making fast progress. I haven't checked it yet, but we're going to check it here right now together. Looks like ice cream to me. So we're going to quit right there. I'm going to give this to Carol, and we'll pull this dasher out, scrape all the ice cream off it. It must be right under the drive, yeah. Yeah, if you go to pull it out, it won't come right out. Just turn it a little bit because there's a drive in the top of the tub there. So, yeah, we'll let that set there just for a minute. And we'll shut the camera off here. I'm going to go to town on this just for a second, and I'll be right back. Well, I think the ice cream was a success. This is kind of a no-brainer. The only thing I can tell you to be sure you do is wrap a towel around it. Carol's going to do the scraping, but the salt will run up the tub and get into your ice cream. So it's kind of nice if you got 2 people to do it. Well, this is just right to eat, but we'll go put it in the freezer for 24 hours and it'll freeze up and set up a little better. And if you happen to pick one of these things up in the yard sale and there's no instructions with it, they all turn just like a bicycle. Basically, when you're looking at it from the side, it goes to the right. So, other than that, it's pretty straightforward. There's not much to it. I know you see these churns a lot of times in yard sales for $5 or $10, and I think people are afraid of them, and it's not a big deal. Pretty enjoyable way to spend an evening when you got no power. I think that's good enough, isn't it? Yep. So, anyway, that's what we ended up with. You know, a pretty big tub. And that will freeze up and still have good texture. It's not like it's going to go to pieces. And I'll wash this all out. You got to make darn sure you get all the salt and stuff off all this hardware and get it cleaned up good. And yeah, so anyway, hope you enjoyed. That's one of our things we like to do maybe 2 or 3 times a year. You can't do it too often, you'll have a heart attack from all the cream and stuff, but you know, 2 or 3 times a year, I don't think it hurts you any. And oh, look at that, she's stealing some. Yeah. Good? Yeah, mother approves. So anyway, that's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Talk to you later. And I got one more little tidbit there in case you have one of these and you've never used one before. Best way to clean this dasher, I wouldn't recommend putting it in a dishwasher or anything, but I like to fill this up with soapy water because you want to get the main can nice and clean. If you can feel that savvy feeling on the inside of it, you're not clean enough. And of course, these wooden paddles, you've got to be absolutely sure you get everything off of them. So anyway, we'll fill that right up. Yeah, the bottom of that's already clean. You can tell the savviness is already gone off in it. So you got to make sure this is done and don't put it away wet. That put them away wet probably one time, probably have mold all over it. And yeah, that's nice and clean now. And what I'll do, I'll take the sprayer here and I'll just rinse everything off. Make sure you rinse the outside of your can all off too, because that was laying right in the salt. It is, I don't know if they're nickel plated or or if it's just tin. But yeah, this feels nice and clean now. There's no savviness to it. So what I'll do is I'll set this on the counter here where Carol's already cleaned. And this will set out till tomorrow sometime. And it'll all be nice and dry, and then I'll pack it all away, put it all together so keep the mice and stuff out of it if there's any around or any rodents. And, that's the best way to keep stuff out of them, spiders, bugs, and whatnot. You still got to rinse them before you use them, but you know. So, not much to it. A little bit of work at the end, maybe 10 minutes. I already did the bucket, and I'll show you here what I got here in a minute. I know I'm not in the camera, but so this is how I like to leave stuff. We'll leave it like that for the night. Let it all dry off. This will make sure it's good and dry. This here will dry by morning. We've got the wood stove going up here, so it's a little warm. It'll dry out. I washed that twice. And make sure you rinse down your hardware. When we got this one here, we picked it up in the yard sale. It was rusty already because somebody hadn't rinsed it good. But yeah, you got to make sure you rinse them good or your hardware will rot right off them. You know, salt's pretty corrosive. And this here you usually don't do nothing to, because you didn't get any salt on it. Oh, get you in the camera. All you really need to do is just set that aside, and when we put it together, we'll set that on top, hold it all together. So anyway, that's all there is to it. I don't want to bore you with the rest of my cleanup here, because I got to do a few dishes, and usually Carol does it if she cooks, but this is kind of my mess, so I'll clean it up. So anyway, hope you folks enjoyed. Talk to you later.